Good morning, Dr. Johnny Fisher. I'm standing on the riverbank in Kendrick, Idaho. A little mist on the mountains. It's a beautiful morning here. And just wanted to give you a few tips and pointers about checking your kids' teeth. So how do you actually check your kids' teeth? So when I check my kids' teeth, there's a couple ways you can do it. When I have my kids brush their teeth, I like them to use a Sonicare toothbrush. If you have or any other kind of mechanical toothbrush, most of those will have a timer that will go for 2 minutes, and I'll have them usually brush for 2 cycles. If they have braces, I'll have them brush for 3 cycles. 1 cycle where they do just the metal parts, top, middle, and bottom of the brackets on the whole top arch. Another 2 minutes for the lower arch, and then a final 2 minutes for the biting surfaces of the teeth and then the insides of the teeth. So part of checking your kids is just making sure, just asking them, say, hey, did you brush for the full 2 minutes? No, I turned it off in the middle. Okay, well, make sure you brush for the full 2 minutes. If they're notorious for getting cavities or having sore gums or any of that kind of stuff, I would have them be brushing for 2 cycles. So 1 cycle where they're just focusing on the upper teeth, on the gums, 1 cycle on the lower teeth, on the gums. For those littler kids, 2 minutes is usually plenty of time for that. 2 minutes is plenty to keep them clean. But again, kids with cavities or history of a lot of cavities or issues at the dentist, I'd recommend 2 cycles. If they don't have a mechanical toothbrush or an electric toothbrush, make sure their regular toothbrush, make sure they're using some sort of timer on their phone. Those little sand timers are great for that sort of thing. And make sure they're doing the full 2 minutes. So checking your kids' teeth first is just the verbal check of, did you brush your teeth? If you're not consistently asking them, did you brush your teeth? It might not be something that is consistent that they're thinking about. And a lot of times it's, for our kids at nighttime, it's, there's a nightly 5 things that they do. They get their jammies on, they go to the bathroom, they have their vitamins, they get a last drink, and then they brush their teeth. We want them to brush their teeth after they get a last drink because when I have my kids brush their teeth, they spit and don't rinse. That helps the fluoride have a little bit of time to work on the teeth afterwards rather than just rinsing it out. And sometimes that's a little bit of a change for people. So first thing about checking the kids' teeth is just asking them. The second thing is, you can look visually. Most people don't know what they're going to be looking for, but look for do the right near, especially like right where the teeth meet the gums. That's where you're going to be looking. All the way in the back. Okay, right here. You're gonna look on the inside. Down here. Okay, want to see my mouth, right? But everything that you want to be looking mostly where the teeth meet the gums, okay? So that area right there, this area right up here. If you can see some kind of yellow scuzziness, that's not good, that shouldn't be there. If the gums, if periodically, once a week or so, you say, hey, let me check to see how you're doing, and take a toothbrush and do a little brushing right on the gums. If they're bleeding, yeah, that means they're not doing a great job brushing, and that's usually the most tricky spot, is brushing right at the gum line. Most kids do okay, with the regular kind of, I'm just scrubbing on the back sides. I'm just scrubbing on the back sides. The trickier areas to get to are areas like the inside down beside the tongue on the bottom teeth. That's a tricky spot. Here on the back sides of the lower front teeth, so the lower arch all the way inside where the tongue touches. That's kind of a tricky area to get to. The other area that's a little bit tricky for people to get to are the back teeth on the top, on the outside here. And the trick is when people open really big, the jaw kind of shifts down and makes it harder to get the toothbrush to fit back in on that back area there. So for people to make sure that they're getting all the way back there on the top back teeth on the outside edge, that very back corner, you got to close your mouth almost completely to be able to get the toothbrush back in there. So hopefully those will be some helpful tips for you. Wish you the best, be safe, and remember, dentistry is not just about teeth, it's about you.